Hello. 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 Hello.
Jordan, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Did you want to go ahead and describe some of the sprint strategy you'll be doing?
Yeah. So I added so at the top of this list there are 2 bugs, and these are related to ongoing cluster instability work. So there's one where the RAF leader and follower don't resolve their logs quickly enough. So this is like an optimization to prevent the cluster from being unavailable too long. And then another issue we saw was when the cluster was starting and reinstalling snapshots that caused clients to time out sometimes. And so putting in a small fix for that. And then in general, when RAF clients see instability, which means, I guess, that they can't perform operations, they should actually be able to detect that and recreate their session. So that's the 3rd thing that I'm implementing. And then the last thing is just ongoing ISSC work to handle upgrades in the next release.
Okay, thanks.
I'm working on 2. I'm using them.
Okay. Yeah, I also just today came across, not came across, a bug was sent to me with the ONOS application activation for between segment routing and T3. There seems to be a corner case condition when their applications are loaded from disk, they lose their explicit activated marking, which means, for example, if I deactivate T3, it'll deactivate the segment routing too, which is not wanted. So that'll be fixed hopefully sometime today or tomorrow. And
if you refresh, you'll see the 2 I put in. So one of them is a security problem that came across the mailing list this morning. I guess there's a vulnerability in one of the REST JSON parsing libraries we're using. So I'm upgrading to one that doesn't have the bug, which of course there were some slight API changes that I have to make changes for. I'm hoping to have that done today. And then Saurav asked me to add a REST API for him that allows you to remove buckets individually from groups. Right now you can only remove groups via the REST API. Okay. So I'll implement that also. And that I should put those 2 should be in the sprint now. If I did,
I see just one of them, but
oh, the other one is security. It might be hidden.
Okay, it might be. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And I'll make sure that the bug that I described is
okay.
tracked there as well. Okay. On the QA side,
yeah, I'm just removing one. There's another. I just removed that. It's not P4. So we'll continue working on implementing the segment routing multicast testing, and then we'll be using pod state command to bring pod up and down in segment routing tests, which is will be compatible with hardware-based tests. And then we'll spend some time to investigate the test failures for both master and 112. And there's a blocker in 113, which affected a lot of the tests. Yeah, that one, the group thing.
Yeah, so we discussed this last week. I don't know where we stand on this bug, Thomas. This is the one that we think was introduced by Laszlo, but we're not sure. And there's a bug assigned to him. I don't know if he's going to work on it or not, but this has to be fixed.
This one is assigned?
No, this is another one, which is also caused by the same patch. So his patch yeah, that group issue is affecting most of the tests.
Yeah, as far as I know, segment routing doesn't work at all.
But I thought I had fixed this, didn't I?
With which patch?
Group stats collector.
Uh,
Not the. Okay, I'll have to take a look at it.
Yeah.
But I thought I had looked at it after the last time we talked about it after bug scrub. But perhaps I'm confused. I'm thinking about something
maybe
else.
But
Okay.
Devin had a easy step to reproduce the issue, which he saw it takes 20 seconds to install the flow, the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
He has the
Okay.
steps in the ticket.
Okay.
and Andrea made some comment that segment routing didn't work at all in master.
That's caused
So
by
we
the
have to
same,
loop back and figure out that's almost certainly the same problem.
the same Devin confirmed.
It is the same problem. Okay, good.
Okay, so we'll take a look at it, and if possible, then if necessary, we can just roll back revert that.
Yeah.
And then still be working on some wiki improvements. Yeah, and John will be also still working on the HA plus segment routing tests.
Okay, so this one is definitely the highest priority then.
Yes, and there's another blocker, but I mean the same thing. It's not in the that one is the one which is assigned to labs.
Oh, that's long. Okay. Yeah, because I don't think we can count on Laszlo to fix it. So we'll have to probably try fixing it ourselves. Either fix it or roll back. All right.
Yeah.
But otherwise, that looks good. Is there any defects from the bug scrub that that should be part of this?
So
sample,
John still needs to verify if those bugs still see with the latest.
Okay, because there were several on his plate. I know I fixed one. I thought it was this one, but apparently not.
No.
So I'll have to. Okay, but there were not too many. There were like 10 or less than that, right?
Not 10, maybe 5.
Okay. So all right. So let's go with that. And Ray, did you run a beta release for the past sprint or no?
I did not.
But I guess we don't need to know that we're running through Jenkins. Huh? You want to wait?
I mean, we can. It hasn't been all that useful for people, so,
Okay, so
I stopped doing it. But if you want to do it, we can
no,
do
that's
it.
fine. It's primarily the whole point was was dual purpose, right? Was to provide a whole grapple for people in the middle of a release.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not useful, and then you can fall back on a secondary reason. One of the second reason for this was to make sure we practice our release runs.
And that is done every
That's
night.
done every night.
Jenkins does that every night.
So we basically
Okay.
don't need a That's fine.
So related, but not totally related. Are we still planning on a 112 dot whatever we're up to 2
Yes,
in the same
Friday.
time frame?
This Friday, I think.
Okay.
Running 112, the 2 or 3. Oh yeah, one of those.
But I think they're going to want the REST API change that I have to do this week, and I think they're probably going to want the security change too.
Yeah.
I'll ask them about that. I'm pretty sure they're going to want both of those.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that one will probably happen on its own time frame.
Right.
But with respect to 13, what we should do is we should, I guess, think about when we want to run the next RC. I guess, and we'll
Probably at the end of the sprint. We do the
at the end
first
of the
RC.
sprint, first RC.
I
Okay.
mean, it's mostly what we get from you guys. If the blockers are cleared, I think we should do an RC.
Okay, so hopefully we can clear them before 2
Yeah.
weeks, and then we can run it then. So maybe let's check, I guess, at the end of the week.
Okay.
And if you can do it earlier, then that's fine, right? Because I'd prefer to get 13 going.
Yeah, I'm sure. Absolutely.
And Jan and I met with about planning for the O release. So we'll have to schedule it. Yep. She's going to be, I think, out of country.
She's another touring agent.
Yeah, but she should be able to attend it if we do the afternoon schedule. So we can talk more about it later. All right. Anyway, that's I think it for the sprint planning. I'm gonna start these sprints.
Okay.
And that's a good one. Thanks everybody. Bye.
Bye.